Total Request August are thanks to your requests, obviously, but I just kind of scanned the video comments on that Total Request August video that I made, and the biggest ones were kind of top 5 lipsticks and top 5 highlighters. You guys want to know what my favourite highlighters are? It was a big request, so I thought I'd get those 2 videos done, and the first one's going to be highlighters, because it did seem to be one of the most requested ones and one of the kind of biggest thumbs up ones, and I've never really thought about you guys wanting to know about that before, so I'm glad that you requested it, because otherwise I would never have made the video. The first ones I'm going to talk about are eyeshadows, and I just want to kind of touch on that and just say eyeshadows make great highlighters. If you haven't got access to the ones that I mention, go to any brand and just kind of find these kind of colours. If you can get a swatch, then swatch them on your arm and just see how you feel about them. But if you've got kind of a quad from, say, Rimmel, most of them will probably come with kind of a paley kind of colour, the neutrals, a paley kind of colour that's supposed to be a highlight for a brow bone or kind of an all-over lid colour. That will probably work really well as a highlight. So if you've got a limited budget and you get a good neutral quad or a neutral eyeshadow palette, the Naked eyeshadow palette, for example, has a couple in there that would make fantastic. A Sin, for example, really beautiful highlight from Urban Decay. But you know, from the drugstore as well, it works the same way. So this is from Bourjois and that's 08. And then I have this one from Miners. It's an eyeshadow solo and it's called Stardust. Very, very similar. And I've swatched those on my hand for you. And then this one, hang on, I don't want to drop everything. This one's the Bourjois and this one's the Miners. Very, very similar, but I would say the Bourjois one on my arm here, not necessarily in the camera, but on my arm here, the Bourjois one looks a little bit more pink, a little bit more kind of oyster. So that's those 2. Just here you can see as well, this one's the Bourjois and this one's the Miners. Very, very similar, just one's a little bit more pink than the other one. The next 2 I have are from e.l.f. I have this one, which is supposed to be a blush. It says it's a blush when you buy it from the Studio line, and it's called Glow. And the other one is this, again supposed to be a blush. This is from the Baked Blush line, and this is called Pinktastic. It's not very pink at all. The 2 of them here are swatched. This one is Glow, it's a lot more powdery, whereas this one is much finer. A beautiful, beautiful highlight. I would definitely recommend that one. And swatched on my arm here, I have them. This is the more powdery Glow, and this one is Pinktastic. Pinktastic is just gorgeous. If you do make an e.l.f. order, these are very similar actually. If you do make an e.l.f. order, I would definitely recommend that one. The last one I have, again, says it's a blush, but when you look online it does say that it highlights, and this one is called Halo, I believe. I can't see it on the back here, but I'm sure it's called Halo, and it's a baked blush by Beauty UK. And it looks like this. Generally, baked blushes do have that beautiful sheen, so if you can find one that's neutral enough, it will work really well as a highlight, and that is it on my finger right there. And there it is alongside all the other swatches. They're all really similar apart from Glow, which is much more powdery, but it just means, you know, for those of you that don't want quite so much of a high shine sheen from a highlight, if you just want a little bit of kind of something, it does give a pale glow, and it does have an iridescence to it as you move your face. It's just, it's not quite so in your face shimmery alongside the other ones. So they are my favourite 5 highlighters. I will do a blog post and link where you can buy them and everything below, so you can find that in the info bar. I hope this was useful, and I hope to see you next time.